kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the gang now, they're hearing with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 25
yards. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now a handoff looking right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon.
Number 28.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 19-yard line.
And this will be incomplete. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose, and the Jags grab it. There he goes left side, and he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Jaguars 10, Bengals nothing. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 38. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Mixon on the carry.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Number 31.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 10, Bengals nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A.J. Wright. A gain of 7 and a Jaguar first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tackle made right
Well,
up.
sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Mixon, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Come on, D! Mike's 47. Mike's 47. It's game situation. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. I got one. 47. On
third down, Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
They'll give it to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions. And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach him. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Here we go again. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Squish, double.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It got his man. Complete.
The pass.
That goes for a gain of 31. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 45.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now, 3rd and long.
Drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes that it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Burrow trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Again, it's Burrow. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Ready to go, boy.
What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
it was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And goal to go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Here's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
By the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
2 yards.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Number 28, Joe.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On the tackle.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They're going to look to throw. He may try and run for this.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Come on, baby.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mike's 50. Come on, QB, come on.
He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's good.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Bengals 7-yard line.
Now a former Buckeye back home. It's Carlos Hyde. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard
2
line.
straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
We own them. Mark 55. Mark 55. 18. Defense, keep it up, guys. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Bengals nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And my goodness, another interception.
Yeah, it's
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Jaguars 28, Bengals nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
And a give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
15-yard line.
He's checked the crib. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 35, Bengals nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Switch. 70 Lion. Watch the slant.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Hand off to Joe Mixon. Sidney Jones in on the stop.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Give me that ball, defense. Trap 60. Give me that.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Now a handoff looking right. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Mike's 50. Here we go. Cut 19.
Now back to throw. It's complete to Grant. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
18 on the play. And a Jaguar first down.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 46. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends up.